So Pascal, if you can hear me, please you can take it away, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Paul. I can hear you, and in fact, the system told me this meeting is being recorded and asked me for the options to continue. So I'd like to welcome all our guests to this meeting and all those who are distributors and friends who are joined in for this presentation. I think for me, this presentation, although I do it very often, every presentation I do, I find that it gives me new meaning for the reason why we joined this business. As Paula said, my name is Pascal. I am trained as a civil engineer. I live in South Africa with my wife Betty and our 5 children, 4 boys and a girl, my daughter-in-law. So we're very excited about this business. And you know, this business is a very simple business idea. And sorry, give me a moment. I want to take you back to the beginning. All right. So Betty and I started this business for a very, very simple reason. Betty and I started this business to make an extra $200 a month. In fact, the reason for our joining this business was threefold: money, money, and money. We just wanted to make an extra $200 to supplement my income as a civil engineer. You know, when Betty and I left Kenya 26 years ago to come to South Africa, we came here because we were looking for a better life. And we thought because South African economy was very strong at that time, I thought that coming to a country like this would give us success. But after staying in employment for about a year, I realized that it doesn't matter how much qualification you have. It doesn't matter what level of training you've got. As long as somebody else is writing your paycheck, they control your life in one way or another. So that was quite a bit of a shock to my system because I knew that to become successful, the only thing you need is education. So when we started, the goal was to make $200. And when I received my first check for the business, it was about $3. And in fact, that $3 is what really fired me up in the business, because it proved that what we were telling us in the meeting was correct, because I went home and calculated how much money we would earn according to the volume of business that we did. And it was accurate. So I kept building the business. I got so excited. I used to wake Betty up at 3 o'clock in the morning, telling them all the people I've remembered whom I want to share this business. After 7 months, I equaled my salary, and I decided to make this business my full-time career. After 3 years, the income I was earning from the business was 3 times my salary, and I fired my boss. So if you're a guest, you must have come for this presentation for a reason. What is that reason? What is it that you want to look for? What are you looking for in life? What do you want to achieve when you look at this business and start it? Okay, so that's Betty and myself. The picture was taken at our house in Pretoria because we had become fairly successful, and the company came to do an article on our experience in the business. And for me, I thank God that I thank God that Betty said yes to this business, because she's the one who went and attended the first business presentation. But if you're a guest, what is this business that we are talking about? First of all, let me run through the ways that people earn to generate income. People earn income in 4 major ways. The first is called a job. That is, you work for somebody and they pay you a salary at the end of the month. But because of what's going on around the world, because of technological changes, having a job is not very secure. As many people who've lost their jobs in the last 12 months, in fact, by end of September last year, because of the COVID-19 situation, 225 million people have lost their jobs worldwide. And unfortunately, most of those jobs haven't come back. Another problem with a job is there's a lot of internal politics and backbiting and all that. The second way that people use to generate income is called self-employment. That is, you get a little capital, You start a business where you offer a product or a service to the public. But unfortunately, for most people who start their businesses, the business they do depend on them in their presence. In that, if they fall sick, if they're absent, if they need to take care of their family needs, they need to go for a holiday, there's no income that comes through. The third way that people use to generate income is big business. That is, people who invest huge capital, they have lots of employees, they have lots of overheads, and you know with them, a lot of employees, also you have a lot of labor issues. Okay, these are companies like ShopRite Checkers, Naivas in Kenya, Safaricom, MTN in Nigeria, all those companies. Those are big business who invest income over and above your daily requirements or your needs. But you need two other things to be able to invest, you be a good investor. You need knowledge and you need skill. That is, you need to know the knowledge of what you're investing in, and you need the skill to be able to invest effectively. But most people don't have this, so they rely on people who have got experience in investment to invest their cash on their behalf. There are other ways also to generate money. These are specialist careers like authors or musicians or professional athletes. This requires extreme amount of effort, but also talent and skill, which the ordinary person on the street does not have. But the question is this: is there an ideal criteria for identifying an ideal business? Is there a criteria like that? I think there is. What is the criteria to find out an ideal business? Number one, you require very low capital to start a business because it needs to be available to the ordinary man in the street or woman in the street. Secondly, you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? Because that is what people need worldwide. The third is you need global reach. That is, you need to be able to reach as many people as possible across the globe. Our company does business in 50 countries. In Africa, we do business in just over 14 countries, covering a population base of about 450 million people. The fourth thing you need for an ideal business is leverage. What is leverage? Leverage simply means you find a way to multiply your time, your income, and your effort in order to increase your income earning ability. An example is a franchise or banks. The reason why banks open branches is so that they can leverage their services. The fifth thing you need is a consumable product. Why? Because it has a repeat sale. A consumable product is good because when people buy it, they use, consume, and then go and buy some more. An example is soap. Soap is something you're going to buy until the day you die. So I think it makes a very good business. But the other thing also you need is high quality products, because if you have very high quality product, your customers are likely to come and buy again. The sixth thing you need for an ideal business is a business system. A business system is a series of tools, procedures, and equipment that you need to run your business so that you as the owner of the business does not have to be at the premises where the business is conducted. Okay? And this is one of the secrets of successful people. They build systems, they employ people to run their systems on their behalf so that they can get time to do other things. Okay? The last thing is timing. Timing is very critical in running a business, because if you start a product or a service which is way ahead of your time or is lagging behind in time, it will not gain traction. I'll give you a good example. I remember when I was a young man, I used to remember those vinyl records, the long play and the discs. And we used to love playing music on those discs. It took only 3 or 4 years for that entire market to disappear, because CDs came along and wiped out the vinyl record market. So the timing is very critical. The next thing is this: what is this network marketing? What do we mean by network marketing? What kind of business is it? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services using individuals that take a product from a manufacturer to a consumer. and we cut out all the middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer. For example, in most products or services, before a consumer buys a product, it has to pass through a wholesaler, either regional or national wholesaler, a regional wholesaler, a retailer, who keep adding to the cost of the product. You have advertising, you have breakages, you have transport, and the customer actually pays between 50 and 60% of the manufacturing costs. So what we do in our business, we cut out all these middlemen so that the product can get to a consumer at a reasonable price, and the people who do the advertising by word of mouth and the money that the company would have paid to advertising companies. So we don't have wholesalers. The products are explained to the customers directly. We are paid by referring the company to customers successfully. Products are researched and developed on your behalf. That means you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because Neolife has built infrastructure in 50 different countries to support your business. And we don't have qualifications to just start this business. Of course, you need to be 18, at least years of age. So whether you're a student or not, whether you're a housewife, a carpenter, a CEO, a bank manager, or from whatever background you come from, anybody can do this business. But 3 things are required for you to be successful. Number 1, you need to have a desire for success. Number 2, you need to be teachable. And number 3, you need to work very hard. If you have these 3 things going for you, you're going to be very successful. But when did this company start, and where did it come from? This company was started by a man called Jerry Brasfield. He was a person who had a simple dream. And when he was a teenager, he had very, very serious asthma. And when his mother gave him natural remedies, his life began to improve and his health improved dramatically. So he decided he might as well share this idea with many people in his small town called Porterville in California. And that's when the company was born. But why has it lasted since 1958 until now? Because we believe in 5 basic principles. Number 1, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe that you need to tell our business partners, our customers, our distributors, company employees, the truth about what we do. So the first principle is absolute honesty and integrity. The second is people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. The third is products that work. The company spends considerable amount of time, effort, money, and getting together some of the best scientific minds in the world to research and develop our products. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. I'm sure that this evening, at least there's 1 or 2 students who are watching these presentations. I'm sure there's somebody in this presentation who is a doctor, an engineer, HR person, housewife, a student, from whatever background you come from, everybody starts from the same level, and your growth in the business just depends on your commitment and your capacity to work, okay? And then you need to have a long-range vision. That means you need to give this business a 2 to 5 year horizon when you start, and build your business steadily until you become successful in the business. So, why do people start this business? People start this business for very many different reasons. Some start the business because they want a better life for their families and children. They start the business to buy better homes. A friend of mine was telling me last week that one of our goals is to become a landlady, which is fantastic. So some people start the business because they want fancy cars. Some people start the business because they want to buy beach homes. Some people start the business because they want to make extra money. That's why Betty and I started to make an extra $200 because it would supplement your income. But as the business grows, so did our dreams grow. Some people want to start the business because they want to be physically fit. So people start a business for very many different reasons. So if you start a business, you're going to register with the company Neolife, a company with more than 60 years experience, operating in 50 different countries, supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. And the company makes 4 ranges of products. Which ranges are these? Number 1 is called the Golden Home Care range. These are products we use for cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, the toilet, the carpets, the tiles, anything you need in your home for cleaning, you'll get it in our product range. The second range is the personal care range. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, things to make your life or to make your personality look good. The third is the skincare range of products. That is the products you use to make your skin look beautiful and preserved. I mean, the largest organ you have in your body is your skin. And the last range is the nutrition range. That is the healthcare range of products. Now, this is the highest selling range of our business because people realize that if your health is challenged, all the other things don't have much meaning, okay? Now, how does a business work? Our business work when you do what we call the 3 daily success habits. I saw a video the other day of a lady who was explaining that if you open a franchise, McDonald's, KFC, whatever it is, if you open a franchise, you need to open your shop on a daily basis for people to come and enter and to be your customers. You can't open your shop on Monday, you close it on Tuesday, Wednesday, open it on Thursday. That's why in our business we have what we call 3 daily success habits, 3 things you do daily to grow your business. The first is you use the products. Why do you need to use the products? A very simple reason. Because you're a business owner and you're supporting your business. Secondly, people you're recommending the products to want to know that you also believe in the business or in the products. Okay? So the first thing we do is we use the products. Now, because Neolife is registered in so many different countries, we use what we call a point value system. Point value system is each product has a point value attached to it. And our recommendation is you need to do at least 100 PV every month in your business, okay? The second thing we do in our business is we share the business opportunity. What does that mean? We introduce other people to become distributors like ourselves or promoters of the products. If those people do 100 PV, you and your entire team have done 700 PV and you become what we call a manager. If you become a manager, your income is about $45 a month, all right? That doesn't look much money, but I'm sure you can't just walk out of your house and pick up $45. The next thing you do is you start teaching the people you brought into the business to do what you do. What do they do? We also introduce or share the business with others. So if that person on the top right corner introduces 2 people, and those 2 introduce 2 people each, you'll have generated a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 give you 1300 PV, you become a senior manager. And your income is about $90 a month. The next thing you do is you teach these other people you brought into the business to become senior managers also. So if you have 700 PV, you have 700 PV times 6 is 4,200 plus your own becomes 4,300. You become a director, and your income is about between $580 and $700. But you see, not everybody will want to become distributors like yourself. These are people who become customers and we share the products with them. It simply means that these people become our customers. And as customers, we make a 20% profit from them because we buy from the company at a discount of 20%. They buy from us at a full retail price. Okay? The third thing we do in our business is personal development. That means you take time to become a better person, increasing your knowledge, increasing your skill, and increasing the attitude you have to be a business builder or a business leader. If you do that through the support system and your sponsor is the person who introduced you to the business and will guide you on how to become successful. Training, support, and personal development material, things like seminars, conferences, CDs, books. We have a lot of training events to help you become a better person. Okay? But you see, some people are interested in creating a better, more income than just $500 or $700. If you want to earn more money, the secret is this: you need to help other people become directors. If you do that, if you help one person become a director, and your volume reaches a 10,000 PV, you become a software director, and your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people to become directors, your income is about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income is about $5,000 a month. Okay? So the larger your business, the more people you help to become successful, the more business or the more income you can earn. So I'd like to hand over back to Paul to invite our guest to share his story with us. Looking forward to listening to it.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for such a wonderful presentation, which I've just given each and every one of us today. And I believe that our guest on the call, we actually over 400 people on this call, and I'm sure we have a lot of guests who are listening and watching us from different places. And I believe that that session which Pascal has been able to share has given you a perspective on what we do here. But you might not understand everything today. So when we finish the meeting, you need to just get in touch with the person who gave you this link, who invited you to this meeting, and they'll be able to share a lot in terms of what you need to do, where you need to start, and even answer some of the questions that you could be having. So I'm quite happy for that presentation. It has come out very well and brief, you know, so that we can be able to get to understand what we do here. I'm quite happy and also very much ready to listen to the story of our guest today, because he's a young man who joined this opportunity when he was really young. He's a young man who joined when he was very young, a student for that matter. And he has been able to do what Pascal has been able to share today. And he's here to share his success story. So I don't want to share his story. I just want to invite a very true friend to me, a young gentleman who is doing an exceptional job. That is Fred Mwirigi. Fred, can you hear me? Fred, you can unmute yourself so that we can be able to see you and hear you. All right, let me see. Okay. Fred, I can see you. Can you hear me? Okay. Fred, just unmute yourself so that we can be able to get your story. I don't know whether he's having a challenge with his connection. Fred, can you hear me? Yeah, but I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Maybe you need to check your connection. There is, I can see you unmuted, but I can't hear you. Pascal, your connection is a bit red, so it might be not very stable. You can try now. All right. Okay. I think he should be having a challenge there. Let me see whether he's trying to connect with another device. So as we wait for Fred to come in, our guest who are on the call today, this is an opportunity that you can be able to pick up and be able to do a lot with it. You can be able to change your life, the life of the loved ones, and you can achieve all the health Pascal has spoken about, and especially during this time when the whole world is in a place where they need a lot of health solution. We have great products that will be able to help you to boost your immunity. I know quite a number of countries that are on lockdown, Uganda being one of them. Kenya, it's partial lockdown. And so we have amazing products. And what is most important is exciting is the opportunity which has been able to cushion so many people, and especially during this time when employment has been, challenged, and places where people can be able to get money and their livelihood. So it's a place where you can belong and make a huge difference. I think now, Fred, you're ready?
Yes, I am. I don't know if you can hear me, Paul.
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Please take it away. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Pascal, for a wonderful presentation. Thank you, Paul, for this invite. And good evening, East Africa. My name is Mwirigi. I'm very happy to talk to you tonight. And I thank God for this wonderful opportunity to share my story with all of you. Paul, I just said I started the business when I was such a young boy. I remember when I started this business, I just finished high school, 19 years of age, excited about life. They had given me an opportunity to join the University of Nairobi to do a degree in electrical and electronic engineering. I was excited. Life was so exciting when we invited one of the best universities in the country. And at that time is when I met this business. As young as I was, I met a friend of mine who was was also a student at that time. Actually, was a third year student taking medicine. When we shared with him the way much about life, I realized his projection or the way he wanted to live his life was quite different. Because I remember him saying that, Fred, as much as I'm taking medicine, I will actually never practice medicine for money. That is, was not going to look for a job. I was quite puzzled as a young kid, and I was like, why would he spend actually over 7 years at the university to become a doctor, yet he doesn't want to be employed? Out of curiosity, I was invited for a forum to actually look at this particular opportunity. Those days there were no COVID. Yeah, that is the difference with today. So I went to the business meeting, and I found people who are quite excited. They talked about this business, and for our guests, perhaps you may not have understood what Pascal had just shared with us. I even also didn't understand much on how to build a business. But when people shared their story, like the way I'm sharing my story, that is when I realized that times have changed. I met people who are professionals, people who had worked for more than 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, and some were teachers, others were doctors, others were engineers like myself, others, from all walks of life. And everybody had a unique story. They all kept on saying that the amount of money they were getting paid wherever they are working wasn't enough. They joined this business to supplement their income. And you see, at one time, somebody taught me that in life, you can either learn from yourself or you can learn from other people's experience. Now, if you learn from yourself, you're going to waste a lot of time. If you learn from other people's experience, you're going to save time. There I was seated and seen people who were engineers who had worked for over 20 years, but the money was not still enough. I was starting to become one. Out of, just making a simple decision, I was like, if I just do this business for the 5 years that I'm in school, there is a possibility I can bridge in the gap. That is, I don't have to work for 20 years and realize that money was not enough. When I talked to my friend, I remember him promising that, Fred, if you can just get some time, it was very precise, that's 3 hours every day, I'm going to help you build a business. On a daily basis, we can be able to make some profit. You're talking about 200 to around 2,000 Kenya shilling, that is $2 to $20 a day. And you also talked of, if you build this business in the next 3 to 6 months, there's a possibility you can build a business that can pay you on average of between $300 and $500 a month. And the question was, at your age, 19 years of age, where would you take such kind of income? I looked at him just like the way we don't know. I know we have a lot of guests in this call. We don't know your story. Maybe even the person who invited you doesn't know your story. Just that they're your friends and they were like, come and have a look at this exciting opportunity. My friend also didn't know my story. Yeah. When he talked of I can be able to make money, I looked at the opportunity of what that money can do. Because I'm a firstborn, I've got my mother and my 3 sisters. I've seen my mother struggle for so many years ever since we lost our father. I think for about 10 years or so. She did everything she could to take us to school. And here I was, there's an opportunity which was being presented to me that I didn't have to quit school. All I had to do was sacrifice my 3 hours every day. And there was a possibility of making money and helping my mother. So I looked at this guy and I was like, Lawi, if you can really help me build this business, I would love to pay my school fees at the university. I made that simple decision, that belief, that dream that, you know what, I can do this thing to help my mother take care of me. I decided to be part of this business. Pascal is going to share with us how you can be part of us. And since it's business, even the capital to get started, I didn't have it. And I can surely tell you, with that decision of sacrificing to sell my phone to be part of the business, a lot has happened. Because when I started, I could make profits every day. Yeah, I could make profit through the products that Pascal has showed us. I could make 200, I could make 300, I could make 500. So surviving at the university was quite the easiest thing. I stopped asking money from my mother. And then I started sharing the business with some of my friends, some of them who were students in school. Yeah, the business started growing. Pascal had just told us that all we do is invest our time in others. That is, get them introduced in the business, train them on how to build the same business, and also to share some of these products with their friends, family, and relatives. At the end of the day, the business was going to grow. Naturally, on my side, it was able to grow. And let me tell you, I started seeing the big money. Yeah, the first month it was not much because I remember I got a check of 579 Kenya shilling for those of us who are out of Nairobi, around $5 shilling. I mean, about $5. It was quite little, but it was a true testament that this business can pay because they said if you're able to build one of the biggest networks, you're going to get the biggest money. Yeah, my second check was around 7,000 shilling. That's around this $70. Yeah, as Pascal has told us about a check of a manager. And my third month building this business with a network of more than 30 people, my business was paying me not less than $300 every month. As I kept on building this business, I remember that other things started happening because after 6 months, the business was paying me around $400. For us in Nairobi, it was around 40,000 shilling. A year, when I was turning 20 years of age, this exciting opportunity was paying me not less than $500, around 50,000 shilling. So paying my school fees was quite easy at the university. Yeah, and all the baggage that my mother was carrying to support me at the university, they became lighter because I chose to make a decision to support her. And let me tell you, building this business after 2 years, I was getting not less than $800 each and every single month. The money was too much. At 21 years of age, making over 80,000, it was too much for me. So I started taking responsibility back at home. Can I solve this opportunity? I've been able to pay school fees for my siblings throughout high school, at the university level, and I'm excited. I always tell people the greatest investment that I've been able to make through this opportunity is being in a position to pay for school fees. That is for my sisters. Yeah, I don't know if I never started this business, if they could have gone through school. But to me, it's a great achievement. To you, maybe it is not, but to me, I feel I've been able to do the best thing ever in my life. And the other thing that has also happened, after studying for 5 years, I chose not to practice whatever I studied in the university. I chose to retire actually. I've never called anyone a boss. I've never woken up to report to anybody's office to be told, be here by 8, leave by 5 p.m. Sorry, someone is trying to call. That's why I got lost. So I decided to really work for myself. And I've been telling people last year with the COVID is when I realized that I made one of the best decisions of my life. As everybody was losing their jobs, as everybody was actually uncertain of their future, I saw this business paying me one of the highest bonus check ever since I started the business. And it is a true testament that if we keep building this business for us who are distributors, it can also happen to all of us. When I look at the future, I'm excited because when I look at the people who have been here in the business before myself, the kind of life they are living, the quality of life they are living, it's quite exciting. They're driving one of the best cars that you like to drive, living in the best homes that you like to live. And that is life because at least you know where you are headed. Cadets of the same business, I thank God I've been able to experience lifestyle because our business also is able to expose you. I've been able to be taken to, let me talk about the 5-star hotels in this country. And one of the best trip I ever had was at the leadership school at the Windsor. Yeah, they get the cream of the business. That is when I became a director. And they take the best directors in East Africa for leadership school. They get people from the US, South Africa to train you. And for us, they took us at the Windsor. I remember when we were with Paul, and I went at the Windsor. They gave me such a huge cottage. And in that cottage, there were two beds. And I was puzzled because I'm not married. I don't have a wife. Those who were head partners, at least they can, one can sleep on the other bed, the other one can sleep on the other one. But I was alone and they gave me two beds. And I was like, Paul, what do I have to do with these two beds? And Paul was like, man, you've got to get used to this kind of lifestyle. You better sleep on one bed until 1 p.m. I mean 1 a.m. At night, and you can move to the other bed. But the treatment was quite exciting. And for those of us who have not been at the Windsor, I'll tell you for sure, work so hard. It's one of the best places that your mind is going to open up and see the possibility of this business. When I stepped up to the world team, I remember they paid for a fully paid trip, everything fully paid. And they took me for a lifestyle event in Dubai for a week. And I always ask myself, if I never joined this business, what could I have gone to do in Dubai? I've got nobody there, I've got no family living there. But they gave me the VVIP treatment, the best hotels, the best places you can ever dream of to visit. Yeah, and I was really excited. So for those of us who are here in this business, I always tell people that mine is a true testament, a true testimony that you can start from whichever level of life that you are in. I wonder if they judged me. I wonder if they said, what if they said that we don't want students to do this business? Where could I be? Yeah. That student, that 19-year-old kid who started this business, today is one of the few guys who are going to build this business in East Africa. They never judged me. They were like, man, come with your dreams and we believe that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. And the same thing I tell you, come the way you are. We are here to help you. We're here to hold your hand. And with the leadership that we have, people like Pascal and Paul, I believe you'll be the next person sharing your great testimony all over East Africa simply because you made it. Thank you for the opportunity to share my story, Paul. I look forward to sharing more and more. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Fred, for such an amazing story. Just as I said, you do not disappoint because of where you come from. And I've been able to see you grow through the business every step of the way and achieving a lot of things. And it's an achievement because today I think we are dressed the same way. I think like minds think the same. So he's a young person that I really admire because of the way he's building his business. And he has given a challenge to all the young people on this call. You can be able to use this opportunity to build your career, to build yourself, to be able to get out of that circles of life where Pascal told us that your employer will always make a decision of how much you can be able to take home. So Fred has been really been able to help his family to educate his sisters, and he's a happy guy, as you can see. And he said he's not married. I'm not sure what that means, Fred, but yeah, he enjoyed life at Windsor, and there's a lot that is waiting him. And I just want to assure you, Fred, that you have our support until you achieve all your dreams. So Pascal, that's it from our guest speaker today. But before I give you to give us, I give you the stage to give us the closing remarks. I just wanted to remind our distributors on the 14th, that is on Wednesday, we are going to have our new distributor orientation right here, same time. So all the new distributors who joined us in the month of June, we are going to have a training for you, a specialized training for you to be able to to orient you, to tell you what you are supposed to do so that you can start getting speedy in terms of what you need to do in these opportunities. So you're most welcome, the same link, but we'll be able to share an advert on that so that you can be able to log in. And then next month, we're going to have our East Africa Convention in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. The venue is called Mlimani City Conference Center. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody in Tanzania on that place. Registration is going on. Make sure you register so that you can be able to secure your seat as fast as possible. And make sure your people register as well. For the Kenyans and Ugandans, it might not be possible for you to travel because of the current situation. So we just want to assure you that we are going to stream live that event so you'll be able to follow. And there's a lot of exciting things that you do not want to miss. So mark those two events and make sure you register, especially for the convention. And all our new distributors, we would like to be very happy to be able to see you on the 14th so that we can be able to share some of the thoughts that we believe can be able to help you to build your business. So thank you so much, everyone. I just want to turn it to Pascal so that you can be able to close our to close our meeting. Pascal.
Thank you very much, Paul. That's very exciting. The one thing I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, about Fred is that I have learned a lot from him, especially how to dress. I think Fred is one of the best dressed distributors in Kenya and probably in East Africa. So, Fred, congratulations to you. And then, you see, the other thing is, when you join this business, the company makes the business very, very efficient for you. That's why we say this is a home-based business. That means you can run this business in your home without leaving, as long as you've got internet connectivity. For example, if you want to order products, you can order products online if you have a phone, or if you have a smartphone and you get to buy some data, you can order the products online. You can also register new distributors online. When you join the business, the company creates for you your own back office. What is that? That is a personalized website that you use to manage and monitor your business. If you can refer your prospects or your guests to have a look at your personalized website. Training can be done online, either locally or internationally. As you can see from, I've been checking some of the people who are attending this session today. There are people from Nigeria, people from South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, people from Italy, from Sweden, people from the UK, people from the USA. So this business has become international, and you can build it as long as you've got internet connectivity. Delivery of products, the company contracts courier companies in every country to deliver products to our customers to their doorstep or to their nearest center. Payment can be done online or by mobile transfer if you want to order products. Payment of bonuses and commissions by the company is done by EFT or mobile money. So the company has made the business very, very efficient so that you can build your business effectively. Fred was talking about traveling and being treated as kings. Betty and I had the privilege of attending the leadership school at the Santon Sun Hotel in Johannesburg in October 2019. That's how it looks like on the inside. About 3 weeks ago, some of our leaders attended the convention in Dubai. That 2017, they went to Dubai. This year also, they went to Dubai so that they can experience a completely different lifestyle. Those are some of the business leaders who attended the Ruby Orientation School in Johannesburg. So if you take this business seriously, you will earn serious amount of money. If you want to get started, what do? Speak to the person who invited you. They're going to give you an application form to fill. Then you're going to pay your registration amount. In South Africa, is between 690 and 2,700 Rand. In Kenya, is 7,360 or 8,970. In Nigeria, is 17,500 or 22,500 Naira. In Tanzania, is 140,500 or 170,700 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, is 203,900 or 242,500 Uganda shillings. In the USA, is 99 US dollars. Sweden is 1,025 Swedish krona for the premium kit. In Italy is 64 euros. In Ghana is between 240 and 384 Ghanaian cedis. So each country has got their own package. So if you're a guest, turn back to the person who invited you. Tell him you want to start the business. They will guide you on how to get started. But a very important thing about our business is to have your own dreams. You see, if you want to be successful, you need to, if you do the things you've been doing before, you will always get the same results. But if you change, if you make a decision to start the business and you do what others won't do, one day you're going to do what others can't do because you'll have reached the level of success. I would like to close this meeting by a story I had. There was a young man in South Africa last year who took his girlfriend to a Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. It's one of the franchises in the country. And during a meal, he proposed to his girlfriend for marriage, and he was very excited. Unfortunately, a local journalist took the story and sent it on Twitter and said South African men are so poor that they have to propose to their girlfriends at a KFC restaurant. Who does that? And my immediate answer was, a man in love does anything that he feels is correct. And because of that Twitter, that attempt to bring down this young couple, KFC, Woolworths, Standard Bank, Audi Motor Company, all of them have pledged to support them for their wedding because of that, because KFC realized that that simple gesture advertised the KFC without them investing any money. Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because the moment you say you have a dream, the moment you say you want a better life, the moment you say that you want a different life for yourself, there are people who are going to make fun of you. There are people who are going to laugh at you. There are people who are going to discourage you from achieving your dreams. But my message to you is this: when you have your dream, if you believe in your future, who cares? It's only you and your dreams. God bless you and good night.
Thank you, Pascal. Thank you, Fred. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.